To ArtistNRecovery, DarrylP. From Weaver, John C. Roseman, California. The schmuck does the diary of a griever named John Weaver, who you never answer back. Yeah, it's the day after Thanksgiving, I think. Wait a second, did I just say Thanksgiving? Oh my God. You mean this isn't November? This isn't October? Holy cow. This is Wednesday, the 18th of March of 2026. And it's about 8 after noon on the West Coast. Gee whiz, whatever happened to my brain cells? Leaking out of my ears, actually. And trying to deal with all this political head games going on, including in the hearing rooms that the intelligence community, or the lack of intelligence community in there, are getting their ass reamed one way or another. Questioned, celebrated, and reamed. And how some things are supposed to be and not supposed to be. Take Cuba, for instance. Shall we take Cuba? Darryl, should the United States go back after Cuba again? What would you think? Would it be necessary to deal with Cuba? Is it absolutely necessary to conquer that place? For what reason? We have smaller islands out there. Can we just conquer them as well instead of Cuba? We got Haiti. Deal with the Haitian people. We can deal with Puerto Rico. Oh, I'm sorry. We can't deal with Puerto Rico, can we? No, because Puerto Rico is U.S. territory. Shall we go over to Google Maps? Let us go to Google Maps. Let us click on the browser and bring up the maps of the Google. Yeah, it's that kind of a morning for me. And kind of an afternoon. I'm doing my corned beef the day after St. Patty's Day. I really didn't want to deal with all this damn holiday crap. Wearing green, talking Irish, and acting like a complete fool and idiot like I had been a long time ago. When I actually enjoyed the holiday. These days, I don't enjoy it as much. So, let me widen a shot of the United States, and then I'll see Canada above us, Alaska, and then I see Mexico down below, Central America. Then I see South America, and then I see the Caribbean. Ay, caramba. Certain island territories are governed by either France or by Britain or by other countries off the coast, but situated in the Caribbean waters. The inner cruising industry got destroyed by Trump. West Coast and East Coast, especially Caribbean waters. What Trump's been trying to do these days, well, if they've got cancellations happening within the cruising industry, there goes the business right there. It's bad enough they had to deal with the COVID nightmare. And now they got to deal with the political crap. Dominican Republic is also its own little nation in itself, hooked up to Haiti. Of course, and then you got Jamaica. And then a tourist stop. And there's a tourist trap. British Virgin Islands, ruled by Great Britain. That's what they call it, from Puerto Rico all the way down. All the way heading towards South America. Trinidad and Tobago. How about the island of Grenada? Remember that place? Back in the 80s? Of course, they made a movie about it with Clint Eastwood. But it was based off of a real situation. They just had to change the details a great deal. But we're still trouble in Grenada. And they had a coup going on over there. But they have many islands in the Caribbean waters. By the way, how much troops do we actually have ready for deployment even after we got the Iranian situation happening right now, and the Venezuelan situation happening right now? Do we have any more life and active people ready to go? Do we have the reservists? Gee, wait a second. Darryl, reservists. Yes! You know what that means? We get them out of the cities and we put them right where they're supposed to be. Gee, aren't I clever? Ah, but alas, you would have to bring out Donald J. Trump, wouldn't you? You trash bag, you. Trash bag follower. Are you the garbage collector? Or are you a guy trying to dump the garbage into a garbage heaps like we got all over the country? They're called politics. So you would have to dare say something about the great Donald Trump, the great trash bag of them all. And how he wants to throw out the military troops, but he also wants to keep control of the United States. That's why he wants, well, that's what Stephen Miller and everybody else would want, civilian oversight, civilian control. We want to have those we can trust to keep everybody else subjugated while we throw a military across the waters. We celebrate these guys by giving them the Razzies and flipping them off and showing them our ass. And this is the Trump regime. But of course, would we be asking for help from Central America to be part of America in one form or fashion? Be another territory like Puerto Rico is? These citizens who live in Puerto Rico cannot vote, but they are territory. But they are not recognized as a state, but they are United States territory. When you're dealing with frickin' idiots in the government systems these days, who don't care, and don't want to know about humanity, politics, history, everything blending in. They don't want to blend it in, they want to separate. So they can see what's who and what's pure and stuff. Let me throw something at you, dude. How hip are you on sci-fi or in fiction? How many writers do we have out there throughout the ages that we've had, the 19th century to the 20th to the 21st century, that predicted of autocratic regimes in one form or another? Many, right? Do you think anybody would follow this one? They probably would follow it as a pattern to govern everything else and say, well, I know what the problem is. Yeah, you're all fucking morons. The people we keep voting into office who want they want change. They want change. Change. The bitch of it is, the change that they want is not what's needed. Oh, they're trying to feed their own damn egos and see how smart, brave, big, powerful, what kind of schmucks they are. And they really, let's put it into a guttural language, my language. They can fucking screw people over left and right without even taking out a condom. Is that gross enough for you? But that's what we did to ourselves when we voted in Trump and his regime in November 2024. And remember, we never held ourselves accountable, transparent, or responsible for it. These videos are public. These videos are on record. These videos are subject to criticism, observations, and probably prosecution. First Amendment rights, asshole. There's the door. Come on in. That being said, nice knowing you.